patients like to think that I'm just here because, like, I love it. But let's be real. Well, let me ask you something. Do you go to your job for the money? Or because you just really, really love it? Exactly my point. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started right away. Okay. So, shall we pick up from where we left off? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I mean, not really. I mean, why should I lie to you? It's not interesting. Not at all. But go on. Go on. So, let me get this straight. None of this is your fault. And if I brought in these other people that you're talking about, what would they say? Do you think they would say it was their fault? Because it sounds like you're saying it was their fault. Really? Can you please do me a favor? Will you just stop being so emotional? It is making me so uncomfortable. Like, how am I supposed to sit here and do my job with you crying and all this? That's what people do at therapist's office. Where'd you hear that? Is there like a rule book somewhere? Because I have to get that rule book. I never heard what you're saying. And I am tired of listening to you whine and whine and whine all the time. Week after week. You. Do you ever once ask me about how things are going in my life? You're not supposed to ask your therapist personal questions. Where did you hear that? So what do you think, just because I'm a therapist and I'm not a person, that I don't have my own problems? Because let me tell you something. I got problems, okay? Number one is my boss. He's the worst boss. The world's worst. Yeah. And you think you got problems with your friends and family? My problems with my friends and family are 1,000 times worse than yours have ever been. And it is not my fault, it is their fault. Do you want to know why? What? The timer is on and you're paying. Oh, I didn't know you were cheap like that. Okay. Interesting. More Christopher the Mill. Okay. you so boring? Has anyone ever told you that you're so boring? I am killing your self-esteem. You know what? Let me tell you something. I'm doing you a favor. This is training for the real world, honey. here's something I've been thinking about while we've been talking. How do I know that you're not just making everything up, that you just didn't come in here and just tell me somebody else's life story, or you're just making up, just lies and lies and lies? Like, how do I know anything is true? I mean, I don't know. I can't say why you would do that. I'm asking you. Do you have any proof? You know what? Homework for next time. Bring in one of these so-called friends of yours. I want to talk to them. Yeah, bring them in here. Bring them right in. But be aware, I can't be held responsible for what I might say to them. Yeah. You don't want me to tell them what you said about them. I cannot promise you that. I speak freely. I say what comes to me. I can't be censored. But I want to hear the perspective from somebody else about what's going on in your life. Yeah, it's important. Plus, it's gonna be a lot more interesting for me. Maybe I'll bring somebody in who's got like a good personality, like somebody who's like fun and like bubbly, not someone who's gonna sit here crying and whining and all. Like, I just can't. You're just dragging me down. When I leave here at the end of each shift, I am like so empty inside because I have to give everything I have to you, patience. And for what? For what? Why do I do this? Oh, right, yeah, for the money, that's right, I did say that. But it's not that much money, don't get it wrong. Charlie takes most of the money. You see this pen? I had to pay for it. Charlie doesn't give me any office supplies. This paper, this is mine, I brought this. He doesn't give me a thing. And you know what else? This isn't even a real phone. No, it's just a handset. Yeah, it's just a handset. The only reason why the receptionist can hear me is because the walls are literally made out of cardboard. Maybe you thought I was gonna cure you. Did you hear that somewhere? Because you know what? Nobody can change you except you. Nobody. My job is to reflect you back to you. That's it. So you say things to me, and then I just kind of say them back to you using different words. So, like, you might say to me, oh, boo-hoo, I'm so upset. And then I will say to you, oh, it sounds like you're not very happy. You understand? Like, you might say, like, oh, no, I don't like my job. And I will say to you, sounds like your career isn't exactly going the way you wanted it to. That's my job to do. Have I not been doing that? You know, whatever. You don't have to keep coming back here. You are really, like, you exhaust me. You totally exhaust me. You suck all the life out of me. You're, like, so combative. No, that's fine. The God's honest truth is, after today, I was gonna tell Charlie, take me off this job. I was